I gave you my heart.
Hello everyone, it is Natalie and it's time for my weekly weight loss. Filming in the car again, had to work today. Been a long day, I just got off of work. And so we're going to get into my weekly weight loss. So for this week, I'm just going to get right to it because I have some things to talk about. So last week on my weigh-in on Tuesday was 197.4. Today I am 197.4. So I had no loss. I'm down 43.6 pounds total for the year since January 1st. So that is amazing. I had no loss, although I was down 2 pounds yesterday. I was 195.4. But I kind of know what happened. Why I had a 2 pound gain overnight. One, it's normal. And I always go up for weight. Oh, excuse me. Sneeze came out of nowhere. Oh, something in the air or something. Hold on. Anyways, I kind of know what happened. On Sunday, my husband and I went to Paul Gauchi's farm. It's back to Eden, or his garden. It's not a farm. His garden. He's the one that has taught me how to do the wood chip garden method, which is back to Eden method. He's very popular. I'm fortunate that he lives in my state, only about an hour and 39 minutes from my home in Sequim, Washington. If you have not seen Paul Gauchi and you like to garden, you need to watch him. This was my second time going and my husband's first time going. And he grows everything in wood chips, and everything is sweet. He never has to water. And Sequim, if you didn't know, is in Washington State, but it does not get rain like we do. It's in the rain shadow of the Epique Mountains, so it rarely gets rain, maybe like 0.5 inches a year. So it's basically desert. That's why the lavender grow like crazy there. Is lavender everywhere there, and people go to lavender festivals and all that over there. Anyways, he grows everything with wood chips. He doesn't fertilize. He doesn't amend his soil. He doesn't till his soil. He just plants in the wood chips and everything grows because God taught him that. I don't want to spoil everything. I will link a channel below that has his videos on it, and I happen to be in them because I went last year, and those videos are July 29th, 2018, and I'm all over those videos. I was so excited to be there, so I was talking a lot and asking a lot of questions. And one of the reasons I started keto was because of those videos. I saw myself on those videos, and you'll see what I'm talking about if you watch them. I'm huge on there. I could not believe it when they posted last year, and I'm front and center on those videos. I look 9 months pregnant. My stomach is humongous on those videos, and he's one of the reasons I started keto. I decided then I was going to start doing something. I hadn't decided on keto yet. They finally posted, I think, near September, so I was seeing them around then. So I was like, oh my God, I gotta do something. But anyways, we went there Sunday, and if you grow in wood chips, and it's true because I now grow in wood chips, and plus I taste his food, everything is sweet. Everything is sweet because nothing struggled to grow. If you struggle, you're bitter. If you have an easy life, you're sweet. And it's so true. So, of course, I was eating all the berries. I ate a lot of his raspberries and strawberries there. They were humongous and yummy and so good. And mind you, he has never watered them. Okay, and they're huge berries. And probably overate on those. And his apples, he grows his apple trees in a very weird way. They grow on the ground, the tree bends over, and he's a crippled man. So he has to grow them in a way where he can pick them, and it's amazing, and I'm going to let my apple trees do that as well. It's just good. The weight of the apples bend the branches down to his height, and he's able to pick them. And so the apples are green. Our apples don't ripe until about September in Washington. I don't know about other states, but in the fall. But because he grows in wood chips, even though they're green Honeycrisp apples and green whatever apples, they're still sweet. And I took a little tiny apple, they're only about this big right now, and I ate it, and it was sweet. So I think overeating on the berries and having the apples, and of course his vegetables, everything's sweet, and his flowers and all that. You can eat everything in his yard, in his garden. He has about a half acre, and he had blueberries and strawberries and raspberries and blackberries, and I took home huge romaines. He does this all for free. He gives a tour and a lesson every Sunday at 2:30. It's his worship to God for you, okay? And it's free, but donations are encouraged, but he never asks for it. So if you live near here or planning a trip out here, that is a must visit. You got to go. It will blow your mind how food is really supposed to taste and how sweet it can be. Down to, he doesn't grow any peppers because nightshades, he does not really grow. He does have tomatoes going for his wife, but they grow up the apple tree. Under the apple trees, okay? Yeah. He grows things they tell you can't grow, okay? He grows grapes that are not supposed to grow here in our state. He grows a ton of grapes, you know. He grows a lot of things that you're not supposed to grow that they tell you can't, and you know, they only grow at this certain time of year, and blah, 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 blah. Bull to that. The Lord told him that he can grow it, and he planted it, and it grows. And a lot of things that are planted in his garden are volunteers. They just blow in, like all the asparagus. Oh, I did eat a lot of those, too. Everything's so good there. So you got to eat it. It's the most nutrients-dense food you can ever eat. And if you're going to garden, I suggest you do it this way. It's called Back to Eden Method. Paul Gauchi is not the only one that's done it. But mind you, I've only been doing Back to Eden for a year and a half, 2 years now. And he's been doing it 40 years. So his soil's really built up. His soil was clay and rocks. That's it. That's what's out in Squam and sand. Because it's right on the ocean. And now he has black dirt as far as you can dig. We drive on it, you just can fluff it up. You don't even need a shovel because of the wood chips over the years breaking down, just like it does in the forest. Duh. We don't need expensive fertilizers. We don't need any of that. I have raised beds. I have the wood chips around my raised bed, and I have the wood chips on my raised bed. But this jerk, sorry, he just pulled out in front of all the traffic, and he's still going like 5 miles an hour. I don't even understand it. He's gonna die. Anyways, so I think that's what stalled my weight loss, made me gain 2 pounds overnight. You know, it caught up to me. I think that's what happened, which I'm okay with. It's water weight. It'll go away, and I got a lot of nutrients from the berries. Plus, I have berries, right? I had tons of strawberries and blueberries and black raspberries. I grow black raspberries because I love them. And so I'm out there picking and eating them. Not a lot per day, you know, because the squirrels get most of them. Paul tells me to kill one and hang it in the tree, but I just can't do it. He's a cute little squirrel, you know. I hate them, though. I want them to go. I would like them to perish or move away, but I'm not going to kill them. love animals. You know what I mean? I'm not going to poison them. But I did build some chicken wire fences around my blueberries, and I'm finally getting to eat some blueberries. But then they're reaching through the chicken wire and pulling the branch through to get the berries. Smart little suckers, I'll tell you. So what I'm going to do is next year I'm going to electrify it and teach them a lesson. You know, it won't hurt them. It'll just be electrofence. Like if you touched it or a horse touched it, give you a little shock, right? It's not going to kill the squirrel. I'm considering, I have a family of 12 squirrels or more. I'm not sure. I've counted 12. And I don't know if I'm counting the same one twice because they kind of look like it. But there's baby squirrels and big squirrels that live in my big pine tree in my yard. I have over 100-foot tall pine tree in my yard. And their house is up there. So, yeah. It's a battle. It's a constant battle. They're eating everything in my garden. And they think it's their own personal grocery store, and I grow it for them. But, so, I am considering trapping them and moving them about 40 miles away. You got to move them far. 20 probably will do it, but I'm going further if I do it. They'll come back, okay, because they know how to find their way back. So, you got to go far if you're going to trap them. So I figure maybe that will deter him. My little dog tries to do her best, but they climb up the tree, you know, and just sit there and squawk at her and tease her. They'll even come halfway down at the tree and just sit there and bark back at her. Yeah, so they're not scared by my dog. And my husband's allergic to cats. That's another thing you can do. Cats will take care of your squirrel problem. But I can't have a cat, so that's it. That's why I think my weight stalled. At least I didn't gain anything, not even an ounce, right? I'm the exact same weight I was last Tuesday. But I'm not sad about it. I'm not fretting about it. It'll come off. It'll come off. My next goal is 191, and that will mark my 50-pound loss. So, you know, I got, 5.6 pounds to go on that, somewhere around in there. And it will happen when it happens. You know, I'm still keto. I don't cheat on keto, besides maybe having too many berries. You know, but I like to eat in season. I won't buy berries, even though you can have berries on keto. And if you want to buy them, go ahead. I don't buy berries during the winter. And I try not to buy them during the summer because I want to eat my own. But if I have a hankering for some strawberries, and strawberry season is done now, I'll get me some organic strawberries. But other than that, I try to eat foods in season, because that's the way it was meant to be, right? God put certain things on the earth to be eaten at certain times. Like, what is the first, here's something Paul would teach you. What is the first thing that comes up after winter in any garden or in the world? At least in the United States, I'm not sure about the other countries. It's asparagus. And asparagus has the most nutrients and iron and folate, everything you need that you didn't get through the winter. So it's just packed full of vitamins and minerals and all that to replenish our body for not having that through the winter, because those things weren't growing through the winter. God's smart. God's smart. Intentional. First thing to pop up is asparagus, right? Then your broccoli and your cauliflower and your cabbage, all your green leafy vegetables, to get the nutrients and the vitamins built back up in your system, because you lack those in the winter because they don't grow, right? I mean, smart stuff. And even if you don't believe in God, it still makes sense, right? It still makes sense. Whatever it was, the creator, whatever you call it, it's all intentional. All intentional. So if we can try to eat in season, then we're more healthy as well. That's the way I look at it. I don't know, a little food for thought for you right there. Take it as you will, but I believe it to be true, and it's scientifically true as well. If you do the nutrients on the vegetables that pop up first after winter, and the ones that can grow through winter, like kale. My kale never died. They grew through winter. They were edible through winter, even with a foot of snow on top of them. It did not kill them. So it would have been better. They wouldn't have froze. I couldn't eat them after they froze, because then they thawed out and wilted. If I planted them under my pine tree, say, my 100-foot pine tree, that tree would have kept the frost and the snow off of them, and I could have been eating on that all winter, getting all those vitamins and iron and folate and all the stuff you need from that kale, because the tree kept the snow off. So Paul does plant a lot of things under his trees, and they grow and they thrive. They work together. So it's just amazing. It's amazing. Check them out. I'm going to link a channel. The guy that filmed last year with me there. I think we're filmed this year too, but I don't know where that's going to be or when it's going to post. Nothing's posted since my video. It's not my video, but since the video with me on it. And other people, and my mama's on there too. But, yeah, I tend to show up a lot in the video. Let me say that. Because I was so excited to meet him and to learn from him. He even said I can come back and be his apprentice, but I gotta work. You know what I mean? So he's just the greatest man. He's the greatest man, smart. And he does it all for free. He didn't even have, he has a book out there. Paul Gauchi is his name. He has a book out there, and he didn't even have to write it, because the people that came and visited him wrote it for him. He gets to reap the rewards and the money from the book, but he didn't even have to type one letter. He didn't have to put out YouTube videos. The guy that filmed me last year is the one that put out the videos, right? Paul hasn't had to do anything. Everybody has done it for him. Besides Paul, the only thing Paul has to do is share his knowledge, speak the truth, share his wisdom and blessings from the Lord, and that's it. And everybody will come. You will build it, they will come. Same thing. That's what the Lord told him, and it happened. And now he has books out there. He's very popular all around the world. And he hadn't had to do much. Besides, every Sunday at 2:30, you're there about an hour and a half, and you can stay as long as you want. But you don't want to take up all this time. But yeah, he does that for free. It's amazing. He's about to have a second book come out. I mean, and he hasn't had to write one word. Not one word. It's all been done for him by people that love him and are just so amazed by the knowledge and really the plain common sense that we have lost. That all these big governments and big garden companies and like Monsanto, all these people that told you you can't. You can't grow that there. You can't plant that there. You can't do that without fertilizing. You can't grow in wood chips. Well, how's the forest grow? How's the forest grow? Have you ever reached down when you're walking through the forest and move the dirt and see how black and nutrient dense that soil is and how much fungi is on there? That's what you need for good plants. Sorry, lighting. Anyways, yeah, it turned into a Paul Gauchi thing, not just my weight loss. I just really want to turn y'all onto it. It's my second time seeing him. My first time for my husband. I went with my mom last year because my husband couldn't go. And so I'm just excited, and it's renewed my garden bug. You know what I mean? Although I'm not growing much besides berries and stuff like that right now, because we're going to go to Arizona for a few weeks, and there won't be any watering going on. And I haven't been doing it 40 years from Paul, like Paul is, so I need water. And plus they're in raised beds. He told me to bust out the sides of my raised beds and don't do it in there anymore. I'm considering it. I know he's right, but come on, let's go. Thank you. Jeez, and then you let that person cut you off, and then now you cut that person off. Oh my goodness. Stupid people. Stupid people. Well, I'm getting a call. Hold on. Sorry about that. Was my husband wondering where I'm at. I'm still in a weird light, ain't I? Is that better? Not much. I got the sun right at my face. Sorry about that. But yeah. So that's what I wanted to talk to you about. I really encourage people to grow their own food. Even if you got an apartment. I had an apartment. I had a 2-bedroom and a 1-bedroom apartment. I grew food on both of them on my porch. I grew cucumbers and tomato and herbs. You can grow them. Just get you some pots. Yeah, you can't really do the wood chip method, but you can. You put them on top like mulch, like I do on my raised beds and everything, which saves you a lot of watering. Okay. Oh, good. That's gone. But you can grow food anywhere. Strawberries grow like weeds. Well, at least they do here. And so get you a few pots. Put some lettuce in there. Grow your own lettuce. Do you want to eat E. coli from the store? You can grow lettuce all year round. You need some grow lights to grow them inside. Of course, they're not going to have the same nutrients as they would if they grew in the sunlight, but it's better than buying that poisonous stuff in the store. One more point I want to make, and then I'll let you go. I bought an organic cucumber because I didn't grow mine this year. Normally, I'm not buying any vegetables this year, but I haven't grown any. I bought an organic cucumber from Safeway. Sliced it up, put it in our salad. My husband and I took a bite, and we both spit it out on the plate. It was so bitter and so nasty, like chemicals. And this is an organic cucumber. I have never, even when I pulled my cucumbers green, they weren't ripe yet, did they taste like this? It's not organic. They're lying to you about organic stuff out there. What the heck was that? It tasted like someone just took a needle and injected it with poison. That's what it tastes like. This is an organic cucumber. One cucumber cost me $4. And I couldn't even eat it. $4, by the way. Excuse me, Safeway. But then, go ahead. Walkers. I'm at the ocean right here. Redondo. Right here. Down at my house where I filmed that one video. Got a lot of walkers. Anyways, what the heck was that? I've saved it. I'm taking it back to Safeway. They're giving me my $4 back. And they better get rid of whoever they bought that from. That is not organic. Food is never supposed to taste that way. So if it was organic, what did they do? Obviously it had a hard life. It was very bitter. But I don't even believe it was organic. And I believe that maybe someone injected stuff in it. Scared the crap out of me. Of course, we threw our salads away. We didn't want even the lettuce that touched it. Which was sad because it was some of Paul's lettuce. But it was disgusting. Oh, it was so bad. I mean, you'd immediately bite. Ugh! It was so gross. So gross. Organic cucumber. My butt. You know, I get those non-organic cucumbers. They don't taste like that. What was that? Sorry, this road is so bumpy. But anyways, I'm going to let you go. A little bit of rambling. I'm at the same weight, but I'm still keto strong. I'm still keto on, and I'm going to keep going. And eventually, you know, my goal was to lose 100 pounds by January 1st, because I started keto on January 1st. I'm telling you, I don't see that happening because my weight loss has slowed tremendously. If it don't, it don't. I'm going to keep going. But, you know, if it does, all the better. You know, I just know I eventually will lose that 100 pounds. Whether it's in a year or 2 years, I'm going to do that. I'm not ever going to quit. And so that's it. Better mood this week. Better mood this week, so that's good. Even though, you know, I didn't lose anything, but I didn't gain anything. And I got to eat the best food in the world. Bill Gates doesn't even eat as good as I was eating on Sunday. All the money in the world cannot buy food that tastes like that. You have not had a strawberry or a raspberry or a blueberry until you had Paul's. And frankly, my own now. Mine are getting really close. His was sweeter than mine. 40 years, right? 2 for me. So, his was so much sweeter than mine, actually. But mine will get that way. So, alright, that's it. See y'all next week. Or before, if I can post something. I need to do more content for you. I know this. But, you know, summer, life, things to do. If it happens, you'll see it. If not, I'll see you next Tuesday or Wednesday. All right. Bye-bye.